Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have some fun. Main thing to do is let's get you past go. What does that mean? Simple. You've been stuck. You might even not know it. You see, the bottom line is anybody can become a millionaire, even a billionaire. It's not hard to do when you know how to play the game. I'm going to tell you to get a tablet and a pen, write everything down today. Next thing is do not record because you're not allowed to. Don't take pictures of my cute face. Now, at the top of your piece of paper, write down Ray's secrets. Why? Because you're going to hear things today you've never heard before. It's very simple. Now, my journey started when I was born in a taxi. Can you imagine? A little girl, she's 15 and a half. I'm born in the taxi. She didn't tell anybody. On the way to Gardena Hospital, she put me in the trash can. She threw me away. Wow. Well, you can see I made it. The next family I got to be with, they dropped me off Redondo Beach Pier every morning at 6:30 in the morning. Amazing. I learned to steal and beg and eat out of a trash can. All right? They did that to me till 3 to 9.5 years old. But I was lucky. You see what I was lucky about? I learned to read at 2.5 years old. I learned to research. When I got dropped off at Redondo Beach Pier, you see Torrance Rocks, Palos Verdes, and Marina del Rey. All I see is a bunch of money. I want to know how they got it, how they play that game too. So I got my first 100,000. I got my million. Then I got a couple billion. How'd I do so far? By the way, I did that by the time I was 26 under corporate structure. So let's teach you how to play the game. Write down today's date. Then write down the end of the year. See, it doesn't take besides 3 to 6 months to get the $1 million dream. Now that could be $1 million of credit. It could be 100,000 of personal. That could be $1 million in the bank. And what we get to do is follow through. Wouldn't that be an ultimate thing to do? So understand, there's one of the 6 mansions front door. Largest house in Huntington Harbor, by the way. One of the 3 yachts. One of the big buildings in the Lamborghini, because I'm the millionaire maker. You want to be next? Let me know. But you can't be a procrastinator. You see, that's just a killer of a dream. If you forgot to do something yesterday, today, till tomorrow, you're never going to make it. Sorry to say. You see, time? I don't control time, but neither do you. But there's one thing about the time we're given that God gives us. We can't waste a second of the day. I cherish every moment I get. I see, here's a picture of me. 2009. Swine flu, pneumonia, pandemic 9 kills me, but I got to come back. God allowed me to come back and help you. Now, the ultimate goal, I want you to write down getting past go, because I think you're stuck. Now, I'll give you an example. The Lamborghini collection, the Duffy, 6 mansions, how I broke the record for the highest kick on the planet, all right, literally in 1981. See, I reach every goal I ever set my mind to. I park my race boat in my backyard. Where do you park yours? The helicopter. How about the largest U-Dock in Huntington Harbor and the 3 yachts? Don't forget about the Ferraris, too. Now, let's write down Ray's rules. Let's teach you how to play. Now, you're going to have to learn a lot of secrets. You ready to learn? You ready to play? You see me, July 4, 2009, we took out one of the yachts to watch the fireworks with a group of people. There I am the next day. I get to hear the doctor tell my wife I'm going to die. She screamed her head off, and then someone tricked her to sign a POA that day. But having H1N1, pandemic 9, the bottom line is God gave me a choice. Stay in peace or go back. I said go back. So that's why I'm here to help you. Now, the reason you get bad credit if you do is the lack of knowledge. You see, we got to teach you the rules and the secrets today. Ultimate goal, let's look at federal law. I love that. How about the Federal Trade Commission? They regulate credit rebuilding, but they also call it credit repair. Well, the reality is it's not broken. And credit repair is a fraud. You got to rebuild it. And by the way, they can't collect money up front, but they do it every day. Why don't you get to know me and Google Credit Repair or Credit Services Act? It'll talk about the Credit Repair Organization Act too, where it says attorneys can't do credit repair. What are you supposed to do now? How about this? 43 years, all right, 6 days a week, I've stood there on stage or online helping people build relationships and dreams. Bottom line is simple. This Saturday, I have 8 classes live. You might want to play with me too. I broadcast up to 3 times a day live as well. I don't really like pre-recorded crap. Ray's secrets you're going to learn today. Ultimate goal is pretty simple to do. As we build it up and go basically past go. Now, every seminar, workshop, and boot camp, you're stuck with me. It's simple. I'm not going to pass the buck. But you know what I've been doing for 43 years, helping rich and famous people? How to basically protect their assets and never bring the pain home. You got 4 ways to get the $1 million dream. You know, there's only 4 ways. I know you spent thousands on crap that didn't work. It's probably collecting dust too. See, you didn't get someone to give you the rules and tools and hold your hand personally. Let's win the lottery. Well, if you did, you'd waste it, and they say they piss it away anyway. How about we basically inherit the money? They do that too. How about you get a big raise? Or let me rebuild you starting today. I think my way's a little faster than yours. Ultimate goal, there's only 1,000 steps. It's all you got to do to get to the $1 million dream. First steps are pretty simple. How about if I give you the first 25 steps today? Is that okay with you? Number 1, let's go to raisecredit.com. Clickety-clack, get the credit reports for free. Give me the report numbers right away. That's step number 1. I can make anybody's credit score go up, and away in about 90 working days. Now, I need you to pull out your Social Security card. It's in your purse or wallet now. You got an SSN that's I did. We were told to get an SSN to get a job as kids. What do? We follow along like a bunch of sheep. Bah, bah, bah. Now we're a bunch of ducks. So we got the SSN, we got our job, and we got to file our first 1040 tax return. We followed pretty good like sheep, didn't we? But the thing to do today is pull it out and read the card front and back. Ultimate goal, that's basically step number 2. You'll notice it says do not laminate, do not use for ID purposes. Even says don't carry with you, which most of you do. Then it says right on the back of the card, Property Assessment Administration, not you. Ultimate goal is pretty simple. 90 working days is an average case to get your score to go up, and away. That's step number 3. Now, I don't want to go past 180 days ever. Sometimes it does because I have to wait on you. Ultimate goal, what I did years ago, working with Ken Yarville and Harold Stokes 37 years ago, I'm the guy that came up with that rapid scoring process. And then I came up with rapid refresh too. This is where it blocks the bad stuff, and we build more credit. Up, and away, how about 157 points in 45 days? So if I rebuild you, I can do a rapid rescore, push the score up, and re-tear everything apart for you. Ultimate goal is make sure you're in the right direction. The only reason you screwed it up in the first place, if it's screwed up today, is you didn't know how to play. We're going to solve that problem today. So let's understand. You can do it yourself, book and CD. You can go to the workshop at 8 o'clock on Saturday, Pacific Standard Time too, or you can let us rebuild you. When we do, it's a rapid rescore, all right, and it's a credit rebuilding process. The office charges $9.98. I usually give you a discount on the webinar because it's always live with me. Now on Saturday, I have 8 classes that are live. One of the classes at 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time is called Education Analyzation. You don't have to go, but if you want to learn more from me, show up. The next thing is never pass 180 days. One of the things I've always done for 43 years is I want to take away your excuses. Sorry, it's just true. You see, you always put things off till the next day and it never happens anyway. I'm going to hand you a $1,000 cash card. $1,000 cash card. So if the office charges you $9.98, all right, they give you about a $500 card. I'm going to give you $1,000 to reimburse yourself. Is that okay? How about you just pay the little payment right away? Now, here's what happens. On the webinar, I give you half price. So here's takes away your excuses. It's $499. You're guaranteed a 750 score. All right, and on top of that, I'm giving you a $1,000 cash card. And you get a written money back guarantee. What excuse you got now? You stubbed your toe? You see, the bottom line is I've been doing this for 43 years. Now understand, I'm going to talk about Zelle. Why? Because all the hacking going around from credit bureaus and personal credit cards and companies, they're blackmailing them too. One thing about Zelle, they can't hack. It's an instant transfer of money. So take a picture of this page today. On Zelle, I'm the recipient. It's Ray Reynolds, that's my name. And then the email address is raisecredit.com. Use Zelle $4.99. There you go. We do a bank transfer deposit too, B of A or Chase. Ultimate goal, I need you to do this next. You see all that junk mail you got at home you get every day? You did it to yourself anyway. Sorry. And half the robocalls too. So why don't we call 888-567-8688, opt out for 5 years, please. Let's get rid of that junk mail and half the robocalls, too. That's step number 4. Now plan the damn problem. Sorry, it's just true. Everybody I talked to tell me about what happened. They got knocked down. Someone got in the way and took it away from them, too. Probably your friends and family, by the way. Now, I need you to write down safety credit. These 2 cards in my hand are $50,000 apiece. Problem is, no one taught you how to play the game, rules and tools. So here's what I want you to do. Every credit card in your personal wallet, I want a sticky. I want the limit, what's 25, what's 29%. What I want you to understand is the moment you take it past 29%, you jack it up, you drop your score, hell, you can't get any more. You did it to yourself because you didn't know the rules and the tools. By the way, you're using the wrong money in the first place. You see, I didn't like being used and abused as a kid. I thought it sucked. So I don't bring the pain home like you. And as of today, neither will you. Well, that'd be a concept for you. Line of defense. Grocery stores in your city, Wells Fargo, B of A, or Chase. They bankrupt locations before and during pandemic. You shut them down, suck out the assets, bankrupt it, write off on their taxes, and they get a tax credit for screwing up. Did you get a tax credit for screwing up for you and your family too? No. Oh, wow. Now, here's the credit bureaus and what the Credit Karma can't lie about, even though they all got indicted before. You see, I helped set up the system years ago with Ken Yarborough. Security Chief of Tier Debbie and Spirit too. 0 to 29% in the green. 30's in the yellow. Anything about that's in the red. So you got to balance and know how to play. I told you to put the sticky behind those cards today and never bring the pain home again. You writing that down too? Your ultimate goal is learn the real secrets, the rules and the tools how to play. Well, let's understand that's step number 5 today. Now, I'm sorry to say, but when people lose their job or have an emergency, they all do the same silly and dumb thing. They run out of time, they run out of money, and then they go jack up their personal credit. Why are you using the wrong money in the first place? Are these turned on today? Turn them up. You see, I want to repackage your life, your house, your car, your bank account. That's one of the mansions. That's one of the first cars. Hell, there's one of the bank accounts too. Let's do what I did for my cat. Yeah, I built credit for my cat to prove my point years ago. I pulled off that stunt too. They have 9 lives, and that's it today. So will you. Ig Magazine, I'm in that issue. How to finance anything by using plastic. So understand, corporate credit. We get to write up the interest rate, the credit card, and the line of credit. So the business can grow with its own damn money. You don't have to bring the pain home. And if you screwed up a division, you get to write that off too. Just like the bank and the grocery store do. You see, nothing to lose and everything to gain. The true thing to learn about from me. I'm going to put you in check. Is that okay with you? Now, let's say you need $5,000 now. What are you going to do? Go ask your friends and family in the bank. Go ahead. They're all going to say no. They're going to enjoy that too. You waste $50 every other day, don't you? This credit card in my hand today is worth $5,000. If I max it out like the one on the screen, the payment's $50 a month. So if the average person is wasting $50 every other damn day, I'm sure they can maintain a safety credit card. What do you think? But the problem is you didn't learn how to play. They also say you waste $140 a week. Is that true? That's $600 a month. Do you understand what $600 a month means? That's a $50,000 credit card like in my hand. If I max it out, the payment's $6, $12, $26. So what the average person wastes in a given month, I could have got them 2 pizza restaurants with the damn drive-thrus through a pandemic. Stop wasting money, please. Please quit bringing the damn pain home when you never had to. The bottom line is the lack of knowledge. That's step number 6. So what do we get to do? Why don't you reach all your goals like I did at 26? We're talking $2.6 billion under corporate structure. Why? Because I learned to read at 2.5 years old, and I read every damn book I could get my hands on about corporations, law, and accounting too. Believe in yourself. Me, I believe in God first. Then I believe in me. You see, I reach every goal I've ever set for myself. Just like when I beat and broke the record for the highest kick on the planet, going, wee! Hell, I can fly! I just wanted to prove why men do jump and stupid people say we don't. They think it's funny today, still I hold the same record still today too. Don't listen to the dummies around you, please. Always remember, God gave a gift in a dream. Why don't you see it, believe, and go get it? Now, here I want to go back to the SSN. You and me. We were told to get an SSN to get our first job. We did. Bah, bah, bah. We're sheep. We did what we were told. We're going to get that first paycheck that big. We planned our bills that week, too. When we got the big paycheck, guess what happened? It went to be this big. Can you imagine? What the blank happened to my check? You forgot. They get their cut before you get the leftover. IRS public record, isn't that fun? Tax, 1040 tax return, and then when you die, it's called probate. Isn't that fun? You don't have to be a duck, quack, quack, quack. You're going to learn how to play today. See, we only get one SSN, and we're the collateral for the United States of America Incorporated anyway. Nixon took the gold standard out. Guess what? They get print money 24/7. As long as they don't run out of paper. Now write down Ray's rules again. This time pay attention a little bit better. 100,000 credits, what I want to give you. Is that okay? Now, how are you going, that's too much? Stop it. I don't understand silliness. Have you ever had a time you were worried about feeding your family and getting the food on that table? How about pay the rent? How about the mortgage? How about the car payment too? If you would have listened since day one and had $100,000 of credit, safety credit, and only used 29%, that would have left you $71,000 of safety credit. Case blank hit the fan, lost a job or a damn pandemic for 19 damn months. You are using the wrong money. Let's knock that off. Let's learn when you take the money and credit from your family, you roll the dice and go, wee! All you did is bring the pain home to your family and you. So we're going to make sure you never bring the pain home again. Is that okay? Write it down. We're going to teach you how to play the game. We're going to use Ray's rules. Step number 7, write it down. All right, now I know you got a sad story to tell. Boo-hoo, nobody gives a damn anyway. They really don't. They act like they do. I'm, stealing on the pier, eating out of a trash can, being used and abused physically, mentally. Nobody gave a shit about me. I'm 5.5. And guess what I got to do? I used my face as the brake. Pop! To Lane Street in Torrance. I was in a coma. My face hit the curb. My teeth were out. Ah! You know what happened? When I woke up, the lady rang the bell in front of me. She said, you're paralyzed, young man. You can't do anything anymore. Ring the bell, you gotta go pee-pee. I rang the bell that day. She never showed up. My hand was numb. As I crawled on my belly to the damn toilet, at 5.5 years old, crying my eyes out, bleeding head to toe, the voice inside of me was God said, get up. You know what I did? I got up. All right, I got no excuses after today meeting me, neither will you. My last coma, hell, I got to die. 541, H1N1 kills me. Pandemic 9, now we got number 19. But God gave me a choice, stay in peace or go back. Now, there's one of my 3 yachts, show me yours. One of my race boats, show me yours. Got my name on it too. Largest U-Dock in Huntington Harbor. The address is right in front of you. Google it. #1 address Google in Huntington Beach. Understand there I'm dead. They're asking my wife if I'm a donor. Luckily, God gave me the choice to stay in peace or go back, and I said go back. If not, they would have ripped out my heart that day. So let's understand what I got to do. 5 weeks walking with an oxygen tank. I put my credit score back to an 820. Then I popped another cash card again. Do you not understand you're stuck? And if you do nothing today, you're going to go back to the same crap you've been doing yesterday. It's just the truth. Did you spend thousands? Something didn't work? You got it on the shelf too? You didn't get a coach that gave you the rules and the tools how to play. I mean, Johnny here talks about Tony Baloney ripping him off for $7,500. I said, you gave him $7,500 for 3 days of blah, blah, blah. You expect him to give you some rules and tools? Come on, give me a break. You got 4 ways to do this if you want to play. If you win the lottery, you'll probably piss it away. Inherit the money, you'll piss away that too. Get a raise. You're going to live basically, your lifestyle's based on your income. So let's understand. Why don't you let me rebuild you right away? It's faster to do it my way than yours. Ray's secrets, we're going to learn to play. Came out of the coma, what did I do? I took out my 5 closet divisions. Can you write down 5 closet divisions, please? This is what I've been teaching rich and famous people to do for 43 years. You see, a division is a legal person. You screw one up, you got to go get another one, another one, another one, another one, another one. In other words, you never had to bring the pain on, but you didn't know how to play. That's not my fault, that's yours. You see, I had to teach myself what God me. Fight through the pain and get out of closet division and go do it again and again too. Raise secrets, no excuses anymore. God's delays are not God's denials. So today you got a choice. Let's pretend I'm going to write you a check for $1 million. Come on. What are you going to do with the check? What are you going to do with the check? Are you going to put it in your personal bank account? Okay, let's say you did that. You keep $375, the rest goes to the IRS and tax the next year, and you pay tax on the interest you earn too. Congratulations. I'm not thinking in the back of my mind that was called stupidity. Oh, wow. Now, if you let the corporation absorb all the money, it doesn't pay any damn tax until it makes a profit. Then it's allowed to do the pension plan, annuities, profit sharing, medical, dental, life insurance, policy, company, car, and more. Hell yes. SS4 is the opportunity for the dream. But here's the biggest problem when people get money in a corporation. When they spend it, they have nothing left. Winning the battle. The goal is very simple. Raise secrets. Let's see, number 8. Now remember what I taught rich and famous people to do. I've taught them how to leverage the hell out of the money. So that means, X times 5. Now, if you did it my way, you'll never run out of money ever again in your life. And you get times 5, and it's tax-free. You're using borrowed money because it's not taxable. And you either go, wee! But again, most men just get money and piss it away. Mary's a nice lady. All right, she works for a Fortune 500 company. Ivy League and all that good stuff too, making a couple $100,000 a year. What did she do in front of her CPA and attorney? Because they're so damn smart. She wasted $100,000 starting a business. She took her basically an 810 to a 591. And she goes, what happened, Ray? I said, your CPA and attorney, they don't really do business besides numbers out of a damn book. They said they're going, that's it. You see, I don't want you to be a Mary. She's getting ready to lose her house because no one taught her how to play the damn game. What I teach you today, you don't hear anywhere else. That's why we got to call it Raise Secrets. Now, let's look at your grocery stores and the banks in your city. How about Sam's Club? You see, they file bankruptcy on locations, write off on their taxes and get a tax credit. Sam's Club, 63 locations 2 years before pandemic in California, not counting the 1,910 around the globe too. What did they do? I don't want that location. Shut the sucker down, take all the assets, bankrupted, write off on their taxes, and then they got a tax credit. Isn't that fun? See, they're playing the game, but not you. When you go bad and you go, bring the pain on me, you go boo-hoo-hoo. Branch number, tax ID, subsidiary, write it down. What I created in 86 is simple. It's tax ID and division. Eventually, when you get to the million, they become subsidiaries too. Don't you want to learn to play the game? Oh, wow. That's step number 9 today. Now, when you heard cities file bankruptcy in the past, you heard it. You know what I did? The next day, I went down to the court building. I went to that court building so many damn times, I wanted to know exactly what they did. See, do you understand the United States of America Incorporated? They set up 50 corporations called states. The state set up corporations called cities. They're doing the line of defense right in front of you. Hell, they even planned the problem. Like I told you to plan the problem too. See, they created a Chapter 9 bankruptcy under the Federal Protection Act. You have a bad day, you bring the pain, I'm gonna go boo-hoo. No more after today. Your choice is simple. Hey, Apple, 97, they were bankrupt. They were done. They're out of business. But what did Mr. Bill Gates do, even though he got indicted by our federal government 4 times? He wrote a check for $150 million. He saved their assets. Now there were trillions of dollars, and they paid no damn tax at all. Isn't that fun? Now, I told you to get your SSN out, Social Security card. Did you get it out? Did you read it too? Now, I want you to write down SS4. Come on, you get one SSN. That's why everybody fails. But an SS4, corporation, division, subsidiary, more. Wow, let's learn how to play that game too. It gives you a second chance over and again and again. Now, I need you to Google the word bankruptcy. Now, I don't want you to have the intent to do fraud. I don't have the intent to do fraud, but I have the intent to protect my ass It's and my family. That's what you should do for you. Why don't you Google bankruptcy today? You're going to get this page right in front of you. It's pretty simple. It's going to say SSN, you won, quack, quack, quack. Then it says SS4, corporation, division, subsidiary, more. I get the ability to play and try again and again too, just like all the rich and famous people and the grocers and the banks do. Number 10. Oh, well, here's your life. It's the same as me. SSN equals a 1040, tax, and probate too. SS4 equals 1120. All right, again and again too. Line 10 right in front of you. It says banking and credit purposes on the SS4 form. I love the fact when I deal with my clients international. Ray, I'm not a U.S. citizen. I just stop. If you look at number 9, it says state or foreign country. So don't give the excuse, because that's all it is to me. IRS public record right in front of you. You get to choose. One SSN's all you get. But an SS4 is the opportunity for the dream, unless you want to always be a Doug. Quack, quack, quack. You got to learn to play. It's not my fault you didn't learn to play. I paid attention at 7.5 years old and having that damn poker game. You get one SSN, we're all a bunch of Dougs. Quack, 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 quack. But an SS4 gives you the chance to try to win and again too. As long as you try, you're not dying. If you're not trying, you must be dead. Hey, let's win that battle. Let's learn how to play. Again, you only have 4 ways. Lottery, inherit the money, raise, or let me rebuild you. Could you imagine? You've never met someone like me that'll hold your hand for at least 3 months or 6 months to a lifetime too. But it's up to you. You want to play? Now, here's what happened to me when I was 7.5. Being used and abused, nobody gave a damn. You know what? They have a poker game at that house every Wednesday night. You know what I heard? I heard a corporation's a legal person. I wrote it down. I circled it 10 times. They told me I was weird. You know what I did the next day? I went down to the Torrance Police Department. See, there was a library next door. I went in and asked the woman a question. What's this mean? She said, here's a microfiche book. What the hell did she say? I think she said microfiche book. Well, I read the book and got pissed off. Can you imagine that 9 out of 10 people that set up a corporation every day, after they set it up, they sit there going, beep, 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 beep. They don't do a damn thing. They don't know what's next. Corporation is a damn piece of paper. You got to give it life. So they had no instruction manual, no blueprint. All right, this is chapter 18. Big deal. It says a corporation's a legal person may sue or be sued. It's right in front of you. It's not legal advice. But it didn't teach me how to play. So I went back to the library every day, almost from 9 till I was 9.5 years old. I set away my little money order. You know what I got back? Helping Hand Industries. It went worldwide. I got $100,000 in the mail. I got named in the movie Dave too. Isn't that fun? Now, I got a question this morning. The person said, "Are you a member of the Better Business Bureau?" And I said, "You didn't do your homework, huh? You didn't Google BBB got busted, but you're asking me a question." Sir, I'm sorry. I don't want to spend $615 to be blackmailed for an A rating. And sometimes they give a blue price special too. If you didn't know, they're fraud. Hey, you got 10 million companies who want to play their damn game. Doesn't matter if it's Wolfgang Puck, KBC, or Mickey Mouse too. You see, if you want an A rating, it's $615. Sometimes they have that blue light special. Now remember, you've had cities say, get out of the city, you're a fraud. They got indicted. They changed their name to Business Alliance. They might as well make it B, blah, 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 BSBS. The Better Business Bureau is the biggest fraud you see today. Don't listen to me. I'm just repeating what 2020 and CNN say. They tell you the truth. They will set you free. But again, it's like me. I got to be known as the #1 incorporation for rich and famous people for years. 2019 of them. Kind of fun. Didn't matter if it was Fishborn's mom or Mr. Clinton or Arnold or Superman for Gold's Gym, Kirk and Bain, Costner, even Michael too. We get to have fun. Profit and non-profit as well. So teaching rich and famous people is fun, but you'd like me to teach you? Remember what we're going to learn? Race secrets. Isn't that fun? I created a program for people coming out of prison because they need a fighting chance too. So you know what I did? Here's free Ricky Ross. All right, after 20 years in prison, I redid his credit in 6 months. I got him a gold and a platinum card up to $1 million, paid overtime. Would you like one? Let me know. Or two. You see what we get to do. Thomas was in prison for 26 years. And after 6 months, after I built his son and him credit too, he got into the dump truck business, doing millions of dollars a year. Wow, isn't that fun? But again, you got to beat your doubt, run your own race, because you're probably your own damn way anyway. Step number 11 today. So getting past go. I'll show you millions and billions. Not hard to do. How about God's gift? One of my 6 mansions. I park my race boats and my yachts in my backyard. Where do you park yours? Where? I'm from Show Me State. How about the helicopter? How about one of the buildings, one of the Lamborghinis too? Boom, boom. You see, I wrote Winning the Game of Business 43 years ago. To me, business is a game and I want to win. But the secrets are in those 12 books and CDs, by the way. Ultimate goal, I was at the Bonaventure every Wednesday night, 7 p.m. for about 32 years, having fun with people like you. You want the rules and the tools? Buy the book and CDs. Office sales are for $1,000. On a live webinar like now, I give it to you for $4.99. 12 book CDs called the Millionaires Founders Kit. And all you had to do is Zelle, Ray Reynolds, I'm the recipient, and the email address is ray@raisecredit.com. We ship it today. Next, do yourself a favor. I'd really like to tell you to protect your ass. Yes, and knock off what you do today. You did it to yourself. You wrote a check, you give out your driver's license, come rob my house, go ahead. Here it is. You have a choice. And this is where you got to protect your assets starting today a lot better than you've done before. Because you're getting older, slower. Hell, you're not as pretty as you used to be. Neither am I. Why don't you change your driver's license today to a P.O. box or mailing address? Why don't you use Ray's rules and never bring the pain home? Why don't you Google the Driver's Privacy Protection Act too? This way you can learn step number 12 and protect yourself too. Now, when I created divisions the way they are today, multiple functions, disconnect, isolate, incorporate, all right, separate pieces, and cash credit or supply. Now listen carefully. Since I showed you, chapter 18, a corporation is a legal person. A division under the corporation is a legal person too. Since I wrote the rules, guess what? You get to learn some more secrets from me today. Wow, wouldn't that be fun? How about we get your card up to $1 million? Paid over time. Why don't you get 9 sister cards too? Every division can play like I taught rich and famous people to do. Banks and grocery stores. How about a piece of property? How about a franchise? So let's pretend you were the bank, and I'm coaching you how to do this too, or the grocery store, and you want to get rid of the bad piece. You'd have 8 left to go. What do you do next? Go set up another one. Yeah, dude! You don't bring the damn pain home. That'd be no sense. You become buckets of money, tax balance. You become the damn bank. I wrote books on that too. See, let's talk about your car. You bought a car. Congratulations. You let them sweat you for hours on end. It's ridiculous. You lost $5,000. You got 9 inquiries too. When they handed you the piece of paper, they said, we need to run your credit. Can you fill this out? You filled it out and you went, bah, I'm a sheep. Stop that. When you fill it out from now on, when you sign it next to your signature, you write down this last one inquiry, you take a picture. You don't let someone use and abuse and get inquiries. You're only entitled to 6 of them in 180 days anyway. It's ridiculous. Step number 13. I got to repackage everything you do because that's what you should have done at 18 years old. Oh, well. If you want a car, it should be purchased under fleet price, tax ID, and a division. Why? I wrote the rules and tools. And it doesn't show up on personal credit reports, and it's a corporate car. Complete. It belongs to them, not you. You imagine, I meet people all the time. I'm going to write off my car to the corporation. Oh, good luck. It's registered to you, dummy. Your CPA and attorney is going to argue the hell out of you, and they're going to win. You should have did it my way since the beginning. But again, race secrets. All right, the IRS, if you got a repossession, don't worry. They'll give you a 1099-C. You win a bonus. Now, what happens when you drive that car to the grocery store or the bank today? I'm sorry, you're going to have a little bumpity bump. That person's going to scream their head off like they're going to die. Ah! Then they ask for driver's license, insurance registration, please. And you know what happens next? It's pretty simple. All right, your heart falls out of your chest, and you're gonna go like I hear all the time. I wish I'd listened to Ray. That insurance you pay for your car today, it comes out of your paycheck, right? Your paycheck's taxable income. You get the leftover. But a corporation could pay for the insurance before tax was considered. But no matter what I say or do today, you're still the registered owner. Quack, quack, quack. Sorry, you're a duck. I mean, don't you see the 44 attorneys on TV? I'm number one, I'm number one, I'm number one. How about the damn billboards too? I wonder which one's going number two. Let's understand something. If you change the registered owner of every car you drive today to a division of a corporation, when they try to sue you, let's see if we can get them diddly squat. I told you got to listen and learn, step number 14. Now, if you want to buy a car at Fleet Price and Tax ID, I teach that at goal setting on Saturday at 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time too. But that's up to you to show up. The bottom line is you'll learn more race secrets if you do. So I had my 17 houses at 19. I couldn't get number 18. They kept saying, loan to value problem. How'd you get 17? Well, if you're the damn expert, you tell me. So you know what I did? I didn't go boo-hoo-hoo. I transferred them to my divisions so I could free up my credit report. No more loan to value problem. Every division's a legal person. So I put them in basically different ones so I can separate liability in case someone slip and fall, one to sue and take everything I got too. Heck no. Your paycheck, by the way, should be a break even. I'll show you how to do that at the workshop too. Did you know corporations pay no tax until they make a profit? So you pay more tax than Amazon does. How does that make you feel? 10 billion to $1 trillion. They pay no tax at all. Isn't that fun? Now don't say loophole. All right, they're just doing what they're allowed to do. They pay property tax, gallon on gas too, just like you and me. You got 3 of them have so much damn money they have their own spaceships now. Beam me up, Scotty. Whee! Isn't that fun? Which one do you want to go on first? This one or this one? There's another one too. So you get to play the game if you want to. You want your own spaceship and ride it off as well? Well, then you have to abide by the Internal Revenue Service rules and tools incorporated. Corporations don't pay tax till they make a profit. So the bottom line is you can complain or you can join the club and you can learn some race secrets too if you want to. Oh, there's the other guy. He owns his own island and writes that off too. It's a business expense. Whee! And then he's got his spaceships and his rocket ships too. Oh, don't they have all those big smiles on their faces? Their choice is simple. Hey, let's Google Carl here. Why? Because, you see, borrowed money's not taxable. Well, we don't create debt for us. That's no fun. He has $1.2 billion in Bank of America. He doesn't pay any tax because borrowed money's not taxable. See, you could have learned to play a long time ago. But if you get the corporation and you learn my rules and tools how to play, then I want to make sure when you get the credit or the cash, you learn how to go 5 times X. 5 times. And it's all tax-free. You have more money you ever had in your life. Could you imagine? I can turn you into a billionaire too if you want. But I gotta get you to listen in the first place. Are these turned on? I hope they are. Let's take a car like this in my hand. Up to 100,000 plus, for the hell of it. It's a corporate card. All you have to do is write off the payment and the interest rate too. It's all a damn write-off. Let's take 50,000. I'll loan it to 5 people. 10,000 apiece. Why don't we put a second on their house? How about a homestead blocker and a UCC with a chattel mortgage too? Now what happens simple is this. The payment on the card is $612.26. After I receive the money, I have $2,449 left over. Would you like to replace your income or enhance it? You can do this in 7 weeks or less. Okay, you want $5,000 or $10,000 a month. You basically decide what you want to do. But you're going to have to learn race secrets starting today. Now, Mr. Buffett's father, I loved him. He was fun to watch and study him too. Warren B does pretty good too. You see, he buys businesses for free. Simple, hundreds plus, and his favorite 10. You see, ketchup, Geico, Coca-Cola, American Express, Duracell, Dairy Queen, See's Candy, Bread, Fruit, Fruit of the Loom. He got them for free. He used to borrow money to buy them and pay no tax. Then he transfers a little stock here and there too. You see, it's not hard to play the game. You want to learn what he does? That's what I did to get that $2.6 billion under corporate structure, by the way. I can teach you to play if you want to. But again, you have to learn race secrets to do that too. Ultimate goal. Saturday I got 7 to 8 classes live, and you're stuck with me? And all you got to do is show up? Wow, that's really hard to do, huh? But again, you're going to learn more secrets. Now, if all you want today is to get a 750, okay. I'll rebuild your credit. I'll do the rapid rescore, block a bunch of crap, rebuild you. I'll guarantee you a 750 score. All right, simple to do. But again, you can do it yourself, book and CD, class, or I do it for you. But if I do it, I got to do the rapid and rebuilding. Average case 90 days. But again, never past 180 unless you mess up on you. There's a class at 1 o'clock on Saturday, educationalization. If you want to go, you don't have to. But then I always hand you a $1,000 cash card. I want you to reimburse yourself and make a little payment on that too. I want you to take away all your damn excuses. But on the webinar, you get it for $4.99 and a $1,000 card. Only if you sell during the webinar. If you don't, the one that got mad this morning, she called up. She was ready to do it. She wanted to talk to sales. They make a commission. All right. She said she had to think about it. Well, that thinking cost her twice as much money. She got mad at the sales rep. I don't want to pay that rate of this. She goes, I'm sorry, ma'am. That was during the webinar. Yeah, blow it. Oh, wow. You're guaranteed a 750 credit score. Guaranteed in writing. And basically, number 15, step 15. And all you got to do is what? Zelle, $4.99, which the average person wastes every given month anyway. Bank transfer deposit. Now what excuse you got? Oh, well, you know what I do on Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m.? I have a class in corporate setup. All right? And what I do is teach you how to name it, what type, and what venue, and all that good stuff. Then I get you in level 1, how to set up your division step by step and buy at wholesale price too. Now, this is on Wednesday and Saturday at 10 a.m. or for 30 days. You can go to either one or both. It's up to you. You got to learn the secrets how to do and play the game. Now, if you got a corp, I'll build that one. If you don't have one, how about we'll get you in the beginners program? It's a starter package for beginners. We're going to rebuild the credit and rapid rescore, make you the qualified CFE you need to be. Articles, also tax ID, set up in level 1. So that's 30 days. But I always want to hand you $10,000 of cash credit. The office, they charge $2,000, all right, and they give you $5,000. I like to cut the price in half because I don't have to pay a commission. And since it's my rules and tools, hell, I can change the game because I made the rules in the first place. During the webinar, it's $9.99. You get $10,000 of credit, 10 times back to you. But if you blow it, just call the office. They'll charge you $2,000. That's okay. Oh, you want $25,000? Get millionaires in the making. You get $25,000 of cash credit. And what happens? The office sells it for $5,000. Good price. But again, half price is $2,499. You get all the goodies and you get $25,000 cash credit, 10 times your money back to you. And all you had to do is Zelle, bank transfer, deposit. You see, the bottom line is learning how to play the game. So run your life through a corporation or in conjunction. Well, that's number 16. Do what you want. But here, pay tax or buy a Lamborghini? See, debt offsets taxes on a corporation. When you get in debt, you just bring the paint on and go, boo! Your paycheck today, it's taxed. You get the leftover goodie for you. I'll bet you pay the payment, gas, registration, insurance, don't you? You could say no right away if you want to. You might want to drive a company car like I do. Here's the keys to the LP640. Boom, boom. Got a bad day, I just started the engine. You ever notice that engine is it makes you feel better right away. How about the collection? We can play with those too. But again, it's up to you. Learning step number 17. Next thing is, I'd like you to get your own SS4 today. I want you to verify I'm factually verifiable too. SS4 equals 1120. Line 10 there says banking and credit purposes. It's the IRS public record. It's your choice. So number 18, you can go to irs.gov, download a form called SS4. If you don't, you maybe want to just be a duck. Quack, quack, quack. Now, I love the United States of America Incorporated. Every game I've ever played, I master the rules and tools. I want to win. So the United States of America Incorporated, they set up 50 corporations called states. The states set up corporations called cities. They're playing the line of defense in front of you. You're not paying attention. You see, you're letting life pass you by. They even planned the problem too. They created a Chapter 9 bankruptcy under the Federal Protection Act. In case something screwed up with the city, they bankrupt the debt, stay in business today. But again, this is up to you too. Amazing. You are we the people. Are these turned on? But again, it's your choice. Nixon took the gold standard out. They print money 24/7. And then from there, every hospital is federally mandated that every woman must sign an SSN form for the baby within 3 hours or less so they can bond the baby and put some more damn money. If mama don't sign the form, baby can't go in the stroller of the car, so he can't go home. It's just the rules. Now, you're going to find some great websites out there that really suck. You don't have to guarantee. Oh, what a concept, blah, blah, blah. Cash credit cards, cash lines of credit, you got to be a CFO. Supply credit, vendor credit, marketing credit, gas cards too. You got to be a qualified CFO, and that's what I'm going to make you be. Now, if you're looking at the trade line things, understand, I'm going to call it crap. Look at the Fair Lending Act. I don't want to visit in prison. Your choice is simple. So today, corporate credit cards, lines of credits are write-off, up and away, build the business. The vision screws up, you get to write that off too, like the grocery store and the bank get to do. At least you get to try. As long as you're trying, you're not dying. If you're not trying, you must be dead. So your choice is, let me be and make you the greatest CFO you can be. But that means you're going to be winning the battle. Is that okay with you? And you're going to learn more race secrets. Fun stuff. Now let's talk about your house. You got a house, oh goody. I hope you use Ray's rules. Escrow, close, homestead, put it in trust. You didn't do that? And that house today, if someone sues you, they take it away. And if you die, get stuck into probate, and your family got diddly squat because you're not paying attention today? Oh well. When you fix up a property, you hire that contractor. It's really good. They hire this subcontractor to stand outside Home Depot. Good workers. Now, what happens if they cut corners and slip and fall and sue you for everything you got? Well, there you go. But if you thought about planning the problem, that's up to you. You could have quickly deed any property, all right, to the divisions and do an assignment of equity. At the end of the day, when they sue you, let's make sure they get diddly squat. Why not? Now, I like irrevocable trust. You might want to pick that too, but it's up to you. By the way, that's step number 19. 6 more to go. Now, if you're playing peekaboo with the IRS making a mess because you don't want to be taxed, understand something. Knock it off. Corporations don't pay tax till they make a profit. So your goal is irs.gov. Download the form. Download the forms called 656, 433 A and B. You see, you want all that damn free money, and you want to get your butt back in the system right away. That's step number 20 today. Next thing, when you fix up the property, don't use your money. Why would you do that? Set up the divisions like I always did, called OPM. Get up to savings up to 70%. Don't have to pay a bill for 30 to 60 to 90 days anyway. All right, that's kind of fun. Escrow closes, it pays off the debt. Use their money. But now you got up to $200,000 left over. And what most men do is they piss it away and they're broke the next day. What you're going to do from now on, even the men today, you're going to learn Ray's rules, leverage the money, borrow money's not taxable. You're going to set up the line of defense called step 21, called blackjack. Isn't that fun? Now, this is my office just before I died in a coma in 2009. Irvine Spectrum, 22,000 square feet building. I had other ones too, doing up to $1 million a day. The bank would be there all the time, almost every day, go, Banks love to kiss your assets when you got money. You don't have a pot, you know what? They don't know your name. Banks borrow from the feds up to times 10, loan back up to 5 to you. If you would have took that money from that escrow and did leveraging, Ray's rules, this is what really pisses me off. That would have been $3 million of borrowed money, not taxable. I would have told you and showed you exactly how to buy a damn McDonald's for $2 million with tax-free money. You would have got it for free. But the problem with most men, they just piss it away and act like they're broke the next day. So do me yourself a favor. Let's teach you how to make sure never you run out of money. It's 5X money and it's tax-free. Borrow money is not taxable. Corporation, I don't want it to do business. It'll pierce the veil, come after you. Let's set the line of defense. Let's let the divisions be the ducks like I taught rich and famous people in banks and grocery stores too. Can you write down the 3-step, please? Disconnect, isolate, incorporate. Or if we had to bankrupt a piece, we might have to. We'll keep all the good pieces and never bring the pain home like you, because you should have never done it in the first place. Division tax ID. Get to million tournament subsidiaries too. We get to play step number 22. Oh well, what are you willing to lose today? Have you brought the pain home to the family? If they sue the corp, they'll pierce the veil, come after you, a division or cheat. But I don't want to lose anything. I want world peace. I got no intent to defraud, neither do you. But if I had to lose anything, it'd be a division like the bank and grocery store do. We see when we play a game, we have to lose a piece or two. Well, what we're always going to do is get what? Be a winner and get a checkmate. Is that okay? You see, you can master the race secrets today if you want to. Step 23. So the ultimate goal, here's a Lamborghini in a building. Reach the dream. Think and be the impossible using Ray's rules. I make millionaires all the time. Would you like to be next? But you're going to have to pay attention and follow through too. Ultimate goal, the 14th Amendment, turn corporations into people. And the United States of America Incorporated, they have 50 states, corporations, cities are corporations too. So they're setting up the line of defense right in front of you, and you're letting life pass you by. All right, you're so past due and set up your line of defense, you better do it right away. But again, do you really want to be winning the battle? You want to learn more race secrets too? Let me know. You've met no one like me before, because God only made one of me. Thank God for that too. Never have joint credit. Escrow closed, homestead put it in trust to buy house, race rules. Corporation should always have up to $1,000,000 plus. It's free money. Corporation and even the payment, you get to write that off too. Amazing. A division for real estate, every piece, every franchise, every current business. So we can set up that line of defense using race rules. Won't that be fun? But again, that's step 24. Now here's your last and final chance to play with me direct. You'd have to Zelle during the webinar. If not, you'll call the office. That's okay too. So do the do-it-yourself book, go to the class, or let us do the work for you too. $9.98. Well, I usually give you half price on a webinar. Class on Saturday, 1 o'clock. Educationalization. You don't have to go, but you can. All right, cases never go past 180 unless you mess up on you. And on top of that, we give you a $1,000 cash card. All right, to reimburse yourself too. And on the webinar, you get half price of $4.99 and a guarantee of $750 score. And all you had to do is Zelle, bank transfer deposit. You see, this is your choice to move forward or go back to being stuck. Starter package for millionaire. Credit rebuilding, rapid score, articles, also tax ID, set up at level 1 for 30 days. I give you $10,000 of cash credit. Office charges $2,000, they only give you $5,000. I cut it in half from $9.99 during the webinar, and I give you $10,000, 10 times your money back to you. What excuse you got now? You stubbed your toe? Oh, you need $25,000? Then get millionaires in the making. It's simple. You get $25,000 and the same goodies. The office sells it for $5,000. I discount it half price, $2,499 to you. Now you got a Zelle, which I'm Ray Reynolds, recipient. Email address, ray@racecredit.com, or bank transfer deposit. Chase or B of A. You see, today, we have to stay safe and strong. We have to do our best and let Jesus do the rest. Amen to that too. But remember today, step number 25 means you're going to do one thing. You're going to Zelle, wire, or deposit the money right away. If not, call the office. See what they'll work out for you. It's 800-510-3338. That's 800-510-3338. So let's do our best all through the day, and let's let God do the rest. And never forget, God loves us all.